got you. No need to worry, you guys. So I finally decided to make the video about the HYBE and ALANSUNIVERSE audition. You might have seen it as HYBE/AU. And initially I was like, what is this? HYBE in Australia? But that is definitely not the case because it is HYBE America collaborating with this YouTube channel called ALANSUNIVERSE. I'd never heard of it before, but I guess a lot of you guys also felt that way because a lot of people were confused about what the audition was for, what they're trying to recruit, and how this is different from other HYBE auditions that they've been doing in the past. So like, what is this audition? I'm gonna take you guys through this and read the information on their website. So it says, join HYBEAMERICAxAU for a new global streaming series and next gen pop group. What? Streaming series is what you might be thinking, but just hold on. So it says, Alan, the creative force and renowned storyteller behind the mega viral scripted series ALANSUNIVERSE, is partnering with HYBE America to form HYBEAMERICA/AU, a first of its kind label that will launch a groundbreaking franchise spanning both scripted content and music. So this isn't just limited to the entertainment industry in terms of music, but it's also about creating like a whole storyline, a whole universe, and think of it kind of like as a TV show almost. So the initial project under the newly formed label will star alongside Chow in a co-ed band composed of 3 males and 3 females, and the musical group will be introduced to audiences via an original streaming series, which will follow a group of aspiring pop idol rejects enrolled at an arts academy who decide to form their own band. So this is actually a really interesting concept that I don't think has been done before per se. So I would say the whole point of this is more so for the show than to like really create a group that will produce music in like an authentic way as artists would do. So this is perfect for you. Like, who are they looking for? Might be a question that might be popping up in your head. And I mainly think it's people that want to become an actor, an actress, but also have interests in singing and dancing. People who have both of that balance, I feel like this project is absolutely targeted for. If you're not interested in acting but you love singing and dancing, maybe not so much. Maybe try out for the other HYBE America auditions or a group like Cat's Eye where they are purely just becoming an artist. But in this situation, you are not only in a show but also have to follow like a script because it is a show at the end of the day and you are playing a role. So keep that in mind, there is acting involved in this project. So it's definitely not for everyone. Like, people who follow me, you guys obviously want to become artists or K-pop idols. So if this is something that you're not necessarily interested in it, I would still audition for it because obviously the more experiences, the more opportunities that you gain, it's good to have under your belt, and you never know what will arise out of any scenario. So I still recommend that you try out for it, but you know, don't be too upset if this whole thing doesn't work out. I mean, for any audition really, right? So that's kind of like the overall idea of this project, but we'll go through the FAQs later in the audition tutorial part of this video. And so how you audition for this will obviously be in that portion of the video as well. But I also wanted to read some comments just too about what people are saying about this project because I think it has a lot of interesting perspectives on this. So these are just ones that I found on Reddit, so you know, the general public, you could say. So this person says, a co-ed group and 18 to 28. I'm so freaking excited. I wonder if an ex-Dream Academy contestant would try this. Interesting take. A lot of people are actually in support of this project because it actually looks for adults, and that is probably because, you know, they are looking for actors, and you know, the age range I guess kind of like reflects that. But at the same time, I could see how they were also like looking for how they could look for teenagers as well. So props to them for actually like hiring adults. Not to mention there is like an age restriction for this. Obviously they're looking for both boys and girls, but you do have to be older than 18, which I think is amazing because that way they're not exploiting minors basically. And then another comment, this one's a little bit long. So it says, so essentially a half fictional, half real group. Yeah, basically. Kind of like co-ed, Big Time Rush, Jonas Brothers, Spice Girls, Wonder Girls movie, I guess. It's definitely interesting, like in a concept way, conceptually. I don't know why I didn't just say that. but I'm more than a bit hesitant in believing that basing the group around the style of Alan's Universe scripted content is gonna work in the group's favor, at least if the goal is to be taken seriously by audience, especially the Western market. I guess we'll see though. So Alan's Universe seems to be more so targeted towards a younger demographic for sure. I don't know if you guys have watched his videos, but like a few seconds of it I watched, I feel like kind of reflects that idea. So I think that's the only hesitation that people have, but otherwise people seem to be very supportive of this project. So that is basically the outline of it. We're now going to get into the actual audition tutorial portion of this video. So let me hop onto my computer and take you guys there. So I'm on the HYBEAMERICAxAU website right now. However, there's about 2 ways to go around finding this website. Either firstly searching up HYBEAMERICAxAU.com or going on to HYBE Labels, the channel, and then going on to the link in their description box right here. That is how I found it. Okay, so this description is kind of what I talked about in the intro earlier. You can watch the announcement on YouTube. And how to actually audition for this. So you just have to post your audition via YouTube Shorts. So on YouTube, post the short, which I believe the maximum is like 1 to 2 minutes. So post a video and then in the title, tag HYBEAMERICAxAU. The eligibility is male or female between 18 to 28 years old and all nationalities. So to audition, upload a video of you singing, dancing, or acting with the hashtag HYBEAMERICAxAU on YouTube Shorts. This is your audition tape. I would actually just focus on one category. And in this case, I would really, if you're actually going to go with the singing or dancing categories, really focus on your facial expressions. Because there is some acting involved in this, what they are looking for is your performance aspect. It's not going to be just your pure talent because they are creating a show out of this, so they really want to see your character. If you're acting, of course, show your talents in some way, like incorporate maybe your singing or dancing into your acting. That would be like the most ideal scenario in my personal opinion. But if acting isn't your strong suit, then I would just do a dance with like a very strong stage presence aspect or singing. Okay, so wait for a comment from Alan to know we've watched it. So literally they're going to comment on every video is kind of what it looks like. I mean, obviously I cannot guarantee that, but that is what they're promising here. And if you are selected for a callback, Alan will leave another comment on your video letting you know that you've been selected. Literally their team is going to go bonkers trying to watch every single video with this hashtag, but that is kind of their responsibility that they signed up for, I guess. This is the team. We've got Alan, who's the creator and star of Alan's Universe, the president of film and television of HYBE America, and then Scooter Braun, who is like the CEO of HYBE America. Okay, so the frequently asked questions. Can I apply multiple times? You can submit as many auditions as you'd like under the hashtag HYBEAMERICAxAU on YouTube Shorts. But honestly, I'll just keep it to like 1 or 2. I have questions. Who can I contact? You can fill out the contact form below here. With all your questions to be answered. I sent in my tape. When will I know if I made the audition? We'll leave a comment on your video to let you know that we've seen it. And if you've been selected for a callback, we'll leave another comment saying you've been selected. If I'm not good at singing or dancing, can I still apply? Yes, we are not expecting candidates to be perfect. We're looking for someone with a desire and love for performing. A desire to learn and participate is a major plus. I actually want to go onto YouTube and search this up and see if there are people that have posted, which I'm sure they have, and if they have left a comment. They as in Alan, I mean. Yes, so this is like a hashtag. You can see the amount of videos, 4.6K. And we're just gonna watch Ashley. Let's see if they commented on Ashley's video. Oh, wow, they actually did. Wow, that's crazy. All right, that was everything, you guys. So actually, exciting news. Maybe not so exciting, but like exciting to me. So yesterday was actually my final exam. So my last final exam. Obviously, like I'm still in second year, so I still have university left. But for the summer, I'm actually going to be just taking it off, like no internship, no school, nothing, and really be focused on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, on my TikTok. And I really want to make social media a priority because I feel like I haven't been as creative as I used to be, as I want to be. And like, you know, school is number one for me. I think that should be the case for a lot of people. And I've always like advocated for school being number one. So I feel like I put YouTube on the side burner, even though I post every single week. I think my creative juices just weren't flowing enough the past last year or so. So that is kind of like my announcement, my exciting announcement. I'm really excited to post more and really show you guys more about auditions because it is something that I'm passionate about, obviously along with my vlog channel as well. I absolutely love, like, I'm falling in love with vlogging, editing vlogs. It's so fun. So if you guys are, you know, bored and maybe wanted to take a look at my vlogs, I highly recommend that you check out From Irene. I post weekly on there as well, and it gives you like a different glimpse into my life that I feel like a lot of people do not know about on this channel. So check that out, and thank you so much for watching, you guys. Good luck on the audition. Bye.